Hey, this is Shan, and I invite you to join me for Conversation Therapy, hosted by Faith and Hustle Network. I am offering you a seat at my proverbial kitchen table. Let's have some real kitchen table conversation. We will engage in conversation that increases knowledge, releases bondage, and inspires higher consciousness. Join me now and let's enjoy some soul food while manifesting a healing for our minds, bodies, and souls. Ashe? Happy Monday, everybody. We are back. We are back. It has been a long time since last Monday. So many things have happened since last Monday. And I'm just grateful to be back, to be in front of you, to hope that everyone is doing well. I hope you are being and not always doing. So I hope you're being well in your process. Happy Monday. We are back. Look, it's a lot going on as far as the weather is concerned. So tonight is not going to be a long night. It's not going to be a long night tonight. Um, Hey, Golden Goddess Tarot, I'm so glad that you are here. Yeah, we have storms all around us. Just a lot of things going on that could interfere with tonight's broadcast. So I really don't have a lot to share. I just got some words of encouragement. Tonight, I'm not going to hound anybody over the head. At least, my intention is not to. But however, should an ancestor or the universe guides me to do so for somebody who just might need it, it just might happen. But not my intention. So here's my chaga tea, y'all, elderberry. This is my whole get it together, build your immune system tea that I normally do for the winter months. And I usually start like August getting it out so that people can take it for about 30 days, right? To help build your immune system and to really help you fight against anything that's going on. All right. It's just a lot going on. So I'm going to leave this banner here tonight because my link tree banner is in this particular one. So I'm going to leave that up for tonight because I'm going to refer you to that link tree, right? So again, I give my ashe to you, and I hope that everything has been wonderful for you. If not, you're still in a good space. You are still in a good space. You're in a good space. Why? Because you are exactly where you're supposed to be at the time that you're supposed to be there. You are in position to learn. You are in position to grow. You are in position to heal. So even if it has not been the most fantastic, then it's okay because better days are coming. Better days are coming. You just have to believe it. And you have to realize that I'm going to drill this into you guys until whenever. Thoughts, words, actions. Thoughts, words, actions. Thoughts, words, actions. You create the environment. You create the atmosphere. You create the destiny. You create interruptive patterns by thoughts, words, actions. So if you want to interrupt some things that's not going so well, change the thoughts, words, and actions. Be consistent with them, right? And be intentional. about the change and what you're changing, why you're changing it. Be intentional about that. Okay? Ashe. Ashe. So I put a post up on Facebook. If you are not following me on my social media, please do so. I am Chandra Thompson or just Chandra Thompson on all social media platforms. Go and find it. I have dedicated Mondays and Fridays for the month of October to shoot out some words of inspiration, to give you a little something to go on. And definitely, if you are not following the Faith and Hustle Network, follow the network. Follow the network because a lot of the posts you will see there as well. So YouTube, Faith and Hustle Network, Facebook, Faith and Hustle Network, Instagram, Faith and Hustle Network. Follow those platforms, and you'll get to me that way as well, right? But I put up a post earlier, and shout out to Faith and Hustle Network for always supporting conversation therapy and new beginnings as a whole. So thank you so much. I put out there that if you have, and I just did a quick brr to the post that I put, but I'm gonna go deeper in our time that we're gonna share together tonight. So look, if there's something that has been on your heart, right? It's been on your mind. You're dreaming about it, right? You're seeing bits and pieces of something in your dreams. You're um whether sleep dreaming or daydreaming, you're seeing it. You're seeing it. Welcome to everybody who is coming in. Hey, Miss Thompson, thank you. Hey, Robin. So I'm catching you guys on just about all the platforms. So thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hey, Miss Sharnetta. If you've been dreaming about it, if you've been daydreaming, sleep dreaming, right? And it's always on your mind. It's always there. There have been confirmation after confirmation after confirmation. You know, you'll get online and somebody will say a word and it'll confirm something for you. You could be talking to somebody and it confirms, hey Nova, it confirms something for you. You could see something while you're out and it confirms whatever that thing is that's been lingering around, right? What I'm going to say to you is just what I said on that post, that if you're waiting for the right time to do something, it's a trap. It's a trap because, baby, waiting for the right time for some people is a gateway to excuses. It's a gateway to fear. It's a gateway. It's a gateway. It's a gateway. Stop waiting for whatever you think is the right time because what'll happen? Correct me if I'm wrong now, and I've been on this earth for 53 years, and I done seen some things, I done some things, I done experienced some things, and I have experience waiting for the right time. So what happens when you wait for the right time? The right time will show up, and you will still run from it. Golden Goddess Tarot. Some of y'all just nice because you're being foolish. You still running from it. You are still running from it. The right time has showed up so many times. The opportunity showed up so many times. And you still walked away from it, claiming that that wasn't the right time, claiming that that wasn't the right time. Oh, well, because the sky wasn't light, cornfield blue, it wasn't the right time. I was looking for the cloud to be over here. Come on now. We have all done that. I'm here tonight to tell you, like, I'm so, when I call you a part of my tribe, right? I don't use that loosely. I don't use it loosely, right? Because being a part of my tribe may be different from other people claiming a tribe. So when I know that you are a part of my tribe based on my purpose and my assignment, The universe will show me things about each and every one of you. Sometimes I get things about people I don't know anything about yet. So I hold on to that till they show up, right? I know which ones of y'all sitting on it. I ain't gonna call no names in embarrass you right here, but you know it. And you know I know it. And it ain't because we done had no conversation or, I'm going off of something that you have said to me before and I'm making it up. No, Because see, the shit I'm talking about now, you ain't even talked to me about. And you sitting on it, waiting for the right time. Some of y'all waiting for something as minuscule as money. Because what did I teach y'all? I told you about the etymology of words. We done talked about that. We always want to talk about it because it's my thing, right? That's my thing, right? Nova says, oops, okay. So I talked to you about the etymology of words. We learned. Hey, Alana, thank you for joining. We learned last week that we don't use the word spend anymore, right? We don't use that word anymore. Would you say, go to God, we're going to treat you tonight? We don't use the word spend anymore because when we spend something, we've ended it. There's nothing else to anticipate. There is no more expectation. We're no longer investing into self. So we don't spend any time. We don't spend any money. We don't use that word. We eradicate that word from our vocabulary. However, if we're going to take something away, if there's an elevation, then there's got to be a depression, elevation. We elevate because now we use the word circulate. I'm going to circulate my energetic currency. Because when you circulate something, it does what? Comes back to the original state of origin. Ain't nobody hear me tonight. It comes back to the original state of origin. If I was to give Alana $3 million, right? If I give it to her, I am not spending it. No, baby. I am circulating it because I am the original state of origin. It left me to get to her. So what do I want it to do? Circulate right on back around to me. Y'all quick to say, oh, I'm whatever number you are for your age. That's my solar return. Same kind of process. Think about it like that. I'm coming around full circle. When I get back, it's going to be waiting on me, And this is why I give with good and pure intention. I give with excitement. I give with all of these things because that's how I wanted to come back to me. So some of y'all sitting on what it is that you need to be doing. Universe is showing you, God, whomever you, let's not get hung up on titles tonight. But whomever you're deeming to be that higher power that you're going to for that source of wisdom and knowledge, it's giving it to you. What the hell you keep sitting on it for? I'm going to take you a little bit deeper than that. When it's coming to you in that manner, and you can almost safely say this is a divine assignment, right? You can almost safely say that this is a divine assignment. What you are doing is you are causing disruption in the assignment and those that are attached to the assignment. That's for our spiritual folks. You playing around with something that is delivered through you to get to somebody else. And then you wonder why you not doing, can't do, feeling some type of way because you holding up somebody else's shit. Come on now, let it go. Do what you need to do. I ain't just talking to y'all, I'm talking to me too. I'm talking to myself too. It's some things I've been holding on to, been waiting, right? Been waiting, thinking, okay, well, and I got this plan and I got that plan, but that thing still keeps coming back. That thing still is trumping everything else. Right? I ain't talking about Trump, we talking about cards now. But it's trumping everything else. Mhm. And what I got from last Monday to this Monday, what I got from that was gratitude. Miss Jarvis, gratitude. Thank you so much. Miss Jarvis says that's good. That's good. Come on now, talk to us in here. Yeah, tonight is gonna be more about a teaching and an encouragement, right? I haven't taught y'all in a long time. But when I'm realizing that I'm waiting for something for it to look just a little bit different, I had to check myself, right? Because see, the person that's attached to that particular assignment ain't waiting on the shit I'm waiting on. What they're doing is they're continuing to hold their faith. They're continuing to see it until they see it. They're continuing to ask the universe, God, whoever is their higher power, to bring those opportunities or that person, whatever it is, to them. That's what they doing. They're not waiting on me to get to the right time. Y'all follow what I'm saying? Because sometimes what you call to do, it don't look like nothing that you potentially could have in mind, but it keeps coming back around for you. It keeps nagging at you. It keeps showing up. Then you got the nerve. I'm gonna step on a whole lot of toes tonight, and probably mine too, right? You got the, you got the nerve to get in your feels when you see somebody out there doing what you know you should be doing. You have the audacity to act like somebody took something from you. You have the audacity and the tenacity to open your mouth and make a comment about what somebody else doing. You know why you did that? Because you mad at your damn self. You mad at yourself. You're mad at yourself because you didn't do, you didn't act, you didn't move forward. Time out for that. It's time out for that, y'all. We getting ready to come into perfection is procrastination. Yup, gotta find divine beauty in the imperfection. Yes, Golden Goddess Tarot, you do. You have to find the beauty in it, and that's the beautiful thing about it. See, two things. I'm gonna go back to what I was gonna say originally, but I have to tap into that. Yes, Ashe. People, let me say this to you. Let me say this to you. Let me go back to point one first, and y'all, somebody type in point two so I know when to come back to point two. We have to understand, yes, there are ways to do things in excellence, right? The word excellence is subjective at any point in time. It's subjective because what I might think is excellent, Shawnetta might not think so. She might have 2 or 3 extra things that she would want to put in there, or 4 or 5 different things she would want to take out, and boom, then it becomes excellent. But what I had deemed to be excellent was what I had deemed to be excellent. So I'm saying I'm going somewhere with this. We have been conditioned to follow protocols, right? And a protocol would say that you would have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If you did 1 and jumped to 5, you're out of protocol, right? It's not going to work because you didn't do 2, 3, 4, 5. Not so much. Not so much. That is a systematic construction of theory and thought. I'm not going to debunk it tonight, but what I am going to say is you create. You have the authority, you have the power, the authority and the power to create whatever it is that you want, how you want it, when you want it, why you want it. There is no rule for that. There's no rule for that. Not for your creation. You create all the time. If the spirit said go from 1 to 50, I'm there. And that's how you have to think about that thing. Because remember, I am teaching you how to free yourself from a whole bunch of shit. People pleasing. You are self-sabotaging because you're not feeling like you're, oh, so-and-so did it this way, I got to do it that way. And even if you did it so-and-so's way, it still ain't come out the way that they did it because that won't for you. So true indeed. There are some things we have to follow a certain protocol, but not with your creation of a thing, right? Because that's between you and universe. That's between you and the universe, how that thing is created. Now, how you go about presenting it, that's something different. And even in your presentation of it, that don't mean it's going to look like Susie's. That don't mean it's going to look like Mary or Bob or Jim down the street. You don't even know what Mary, Bob, and Jim had to do to present it to you. Suppose they ain't had no money either. Come on now. We got to pivot and pivot well. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying to you tonight. Stop worrying about whether it's right or wrong. Go with what is within you. Go with that. I had a client. I'm going to get to point 2. Thank you, Robin. I had a client. Love my clients, my publishing clients, right? Who had completed his entire book process. He completed it. Was happy, ecstatic, overjoyed. And somebody said, I would have did it this way. Then damn it, you go do it that way. Is what my response would have been. Because how I did it or how he did his thing was how he did his thing. And maybe his book or her book wasn't meant for you. Maybe you, sir or ma'am, was not attached to that particular assignment. So how dare you open your mouth, audacity to shit on somebody's dream? Because that's what you did. Because you know what? That particular client put a halt to everything to redo some things based on what somebody else said. Perfection will rob you of your happiness and your personal success. Yes, it will. Because perfection is conceived out of A root cause that many of us walk around with, called abandonment. It's conceived, it could be conceived out a couple of other things, but I'm gonna choose abandonment tonight. And here's why I choose abandonment for you tonight: because you have been battered and bruised by abandonment, that you people please to the 900th power. And sometimes we don't even realize that we people please. That is one way of people pleasing. When you can't be happy for your own decisions, your own product, your own this, your own that, you will let somebody come in and steal your joy because of what they said. And all of a sudden, we retreat back to that very first insult to injury that happened through the actions of abandonment. And we particularly go to those behaviors that we have created around that process so we won't get hurt again. Yeah, people pleasing is huge, y'all. That's a huge issue for a lot of people. And sometimes we don't even know. Sometimes y'all stay quiet when you know you should be speaking up on shit because you people please. You don't want to say the wrong thing. You don't want to offend nobody. You just want to stay in the background. You don't even speak up when people talking shit about you, and you can go ahead and, shut that down right there. You don't even do that because you don't want to offend nobody. I'm learning to preserve my energy. I'm keeping my peace. Baby, let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. On the other side of peace is fucking chaos. And to find the balance between the two, you got to work your way to the middle. So you ain't always going to be peaceful, just like you ain't always going to be chaotic. I mean, your Bible even told you that. When it goes back to God created, check out how many times he created peaceful revelations out of chaotic moments. I ain't telling you nothing wrong. Nothing at all. I might use a few curse words to get my point across, but I ain't telling you nothing wrong. I can send you not only to the Bible, but I can send you to other religious books that'll tell you the same thing. Out of creation comes out of chaos. Some of y'all now in a chaotic state, and if you go ahead and do what you're supposed to be doing, your peace on the way. Sometimes you are pushed into a chaotic state so that you can make a move, do something different that will bring peace into your life. So I ain't telling you nothing wrong. Just might be my delivery, but my tribe, right? Those that are here and those that are on their way, my delivery works well for them. So I encourage you tonight. Okay, so point number 2. Lord Robin, I still don't forget what point number 2 is. I learned and teach that in order for us to pivot well, we have to show up, be okay with it, and stand firm in our own authenticity. Yes, we do. We have to. We have to. That was a loaded gun right there, Robin. That was. You know why? Because the only way that you really gonna show up and stand firm and be okay with who you are authentically is to go do some healing work. Because in order to be authentic, you have to really find out who the real human you is. See, I talked about it before. We're gonna have a show about it. Excuse me, tea making me. We're gonna have a show about it. We definitely gonna have a show about it because when people choose to go on this spiritual journey and incorporate it with their healing journey, the spiritual journey and the healing journey, two totally different things. Two totally different things, but synonymously we put them together, but they're two totally different things, because you can have people who go on a spiritual journey that don't have nothing to do with healing. That's all about wisdom and knowledge and changing behaviors. Then you have the healing journey, where you have to go through processes of pulling down to rebuild. Spiritually, you are who you are, regardless to whatever your human experience is. Your spirit is what it is. And you want to get in tune with your spirit from a humanist perspective, right? But your spirit is already whole, baby. It's already whole. Because remember, if we coming in with the concepts that I teach you, which is you asked to come here, right? You asked to come here to clear a karmic debt. That's what you asked to do. So your purpose and your assignment is based on the karmic debt that you would have to clear. So in your past lives, you may have done some things and didn't clear that debt. And so now you're here. Spiritual journey. But in this human form, you have plenty of insults to injury, plenty of things that have broken you, shattered you, pulled you all to pieces. But we're quick to say that that's the spiritual journey. No, that's not. That's your whole healing journey, so that you can get to a place where that you can receive what the spirit that lives in with you. Now you can receive it with open arms and stop trying to reject it. When intuition is telling you that you're not listening, right? That's what it is. It's not one and the same. They're two different components that can work together. This is why your healing journey is so important. This is why you have to get back to a state of understanding. Why you here? Once you can get that part, now we can work on learning about our spiritualness, learning to be in tune with it, learning to understand what's going on, learning to receive through these antennas of wisdom that we call have. Mine tied up tonight, y'all. Mine tied up tonight. It's tied up tonight. Right? Two different journeys, two totally different journeys, but they can synonymously be a part of each other. See, you come as a duality, but you've been taught that you one person. You just all whole. Everything is whole. No, it's not. And here's why. Here's why it's not, right? Alana, you want me to dig deeper? Tell me what you want me to go deeper on. Here's why it's not, right? You exist in a duality. Here is why it's not one thing, right? Because when it's time for you, when it's time for your spirit to say goodbye to all of us, your spirit goes on into the next. Your physical avatar will decompose at some point in time. This physical avatar will not pick itself up. Oh, okay. She's saying that the healing journey digs deeper, way deeper. The avatar is not going to pick itself up and revitalize life. It's not going to happen. So the me that you see, the physical me that you see, that physical me will no longer exist. But the spirit that resides in me, oh, I'm always going to be around that way, baby. I'm always going to be around. My spirit is ancient. Learn about your Akashic records. My spirit is ancient. It's been around for a long time. We almost talking about since the beginning of time. Hmm. And my spirit has lived some amazing lives. Hmm. Amazing lives. And now that I understand that, it's so important for me now to clear my karmic debt, to fulfill my purposes so that my spirit can rest. And not rest as it's going to be sleeping still. That's not it at all. My spirit can go into its next free, free from the things that's been holding it down, free from me asking to come back here and get shit right. My spirit been waiting on me. It been waiting on this physical me to come to the understanding that that's what needs to be done. Part of my purpose and my assignment, right? Part of my purpose and my assignment. That was point number 2. If it's purposeful and it's assignment, there every moment that it whatever that is nudging at you, every moment that that makes itself ready and available for you to see it, think about it, speak about it, feel about it, is the right time. Get out your own way. Get out of your own way. You holding up your blessing and somebody else's. And we're going to talk about that word blessings too, because eventually I'm going to eradicate that from my vocabulary. I know I have my ones on here that'll go look a word up. Go look up that word blessings. Etymology. Go look it up. Go look it up. Somebody go look it up and put it up there. But yes, that was part 2. That was point 2. That was point 2. You holding it up. You're holding it up. Some of y'all looking for people. Oh, I want this person to be able to help me, but they so busy. I need this person. I need this person. Stop looking for outside validation, please. I teach y'all that all the time. It's nice. It's wonderful. No, it's not nice. Golden Goddess Tarot, it's not nice. It's well received when someone gives you accolades, when someone, encourage you, support you, root you on, all of that. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. But baby, you don't need it. Because if your mind is focused on what it is that you're supposed to be doing, the universe will send those that will do that for you. Right? So you don't have to pick people out of the crowd that you want to do it because it's not necessary. But at the end of the day, in the beginning of tomorrow, when you're doing what it is that you're called to do or you're assigned to do, it comes from within. If you're happy with it, it went the way it was supposed to, according to you and your divine wisdom that you received along the way to get it done. That's all the accolades you need. That's all the accolades you need. I promise you. Because if you want so many accolades or get it in the habit of needing that, now we back to people pleasing. I knew somebody was going to do it. Golden Goddess Tarot said blessings mean to curse or condemn, to consecrate. Well, that says concentrate, but it's a consecration because you do use blood. Baby, it's a whole ritual. We'll talk about it on another day. We always running around hollering about we blessing people, but you need to really look up that word, look up the etymology of that word. And if we're changing the way that we think, the way that we think, the words that we use, and the way that we behave, thoughts, words, actions, then we have to be mindful of the words that we're using. We have to be mindful of where these words are actually coming from. This is why I teach you to go look up the etymology of the word, its original origin from its original language, because 10 times out of 10, the English language has done so many different things according to ideologies that ain't yours. And I'm going to leave it at that. To consecrate in blood. There you go. Blessed, mark or consecrate with blood. But then people worry about they ain't dealing with witches and don't even understand that the word witch mean healer, and that comes from what I try to tell y'all. I teach y'all. I love y'all so much. There will be times when you will experience that the truth is going to be more detrimental than the lie. And here is where we are. We are in that season where we are seeing that shit manifest itself. The truth is more detrimental than the lie. When you look at that word bless and you go back to what the mindset of that particular word in a particular book was written for, whom it was written for, why it was written the way that it was written, because you know it was retracted, redacted out of a main source, and then flipped to something else for meanings and purposes to instill fear and to perpetuate the propaganda of slavery. You ain't got to believe shit I'm talking about. Go look it up for yourself. So when you realize that where they got a certain thing from, flipped it around to demonize it because they didn't understand it, nor could they perform it, and still can't, to get the results that the indigenous because I'm sure if you could get your hands on the two different historical writings through Christianity, you would see that it was a white Bible, meaning for them, and then the original came from, okay, the black folks. They had a Bible too, but and theirs was more closely related to their origin. But that ain't the one that Master told you could teach from. That was the one that they took and started translating. You know, your scribes and all of that. You know, our old Virginia Union, about $80,000 to hold a master's degree that I have in theology. So if anybody want to challenge me, I'm up for it. I'm with the shits. I'm up for it. Because I put out a post yesterday, maybe it was Friday, I don't know, today's Monday, when I said what I said. A part of my assignment is to no longer, not intentionally, let my people walk around ignorant and not only perish themselves, but future generations because of a lack of knowledge. It's up to you whether you take it, but it's out here. It's out here to be gotten. And I'm one of the ones giving it to you. Another reason why you people please, because there are some religious contexts that will tell you that you got to find outside validation through other people, through other things, and not within self. That's why a lot of us people please, because that was a seed that was planted long time ago. In you, it was planted in me. But see, what I like to do is I like to pull the root of a thing. That's why I went into holistic healing. We deal with the root of a thing. Because once you can get that root out, and sometimes it may take a long time to get down in that dirt and get that root out, right? That's for us gardeners. Us gardeners know about that. That plant, the tree, whatever it is, then grew and that root is tight, baby. You have to do some work to get that root out. But once you pluck that root out of that thing, there's nothing else left. Now you can start afresh. And that's what I'm here to do for you. Help you pluck that root out. And you know, this, I'm just saying, when you're dealing with negative frequencies, that root is always deeper with a negative frequency. That's why they refer to greenery and plants that grow wild. I love them. They grow wild, so people say. They call them weeds. You got to pull that thing up from the root. Some of us real country or whatever, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We got to pull that thing up from the root. If you don't pull it up from the root, it ain't going to do nothing but keep growing back. This is why I teach you about the power of the subconscious mind. Same type of concept. If you don't pull those negative thoughts out by the roots, meaning go on your natural healing journey. Find out what the problems are. Find out what the associated behaviors are. Find out. That's the only way you're going to pluck that sucker from the roots. Because see, some of us say, oh, I went on a healing journey and I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And I'm doing this and I'm doing that. And the very thing that you hollering about you done heal from shows back up in your life and rip your ass all the way apart. You know why? Because we ain't healed it from the roots. You pulled up a few weeds. And what I tell you, the root of that weed, it's going to spread. It's going to spread. And where you think you working and digging over here, baby, you look around, get a little rain, get a little sun, you looking around, them weeds done grew up all the way down the street. Let me see what y'all talking about. Yes. Oh, you said it autocorrect. I understand. It will do that on you. Let me go back. Yes, thank you, Nova, for looking it up. It also means to bleed. It does mean to bleed, and that's why you got pastors that stand from the pulpit and preach from a context that they shouldn't be preaching from because they broken and they bleeding on the people who ain't cut them. I'm going to leave that alone for tonight. I am, because we done all dealt with little church hurt, I'm sure. And if you ain't dealt with the actual church hurt, you done dealt with people who claim their religion, because I ain't gonna just pick on one, there's plenty of them, that blame, their religion for treating you the way that you was treated by them. Mm, mm. Makes sense though. Blessed a bleed is the removal of S in the word. Okay, yes, yes, okay. And then Nova says, I feel like Ethiopia has the original. I'm still doing research though. Okay, keep researching. That's all I want y'all to do. This is how we open our mind up. This is how we open our mind. Thank you for everybody that's been hanging in there. I'm gonna go to a commercial and then I'm gonna come back. So before I go to a commercial, go to my link tree. There is the the site. Go to my link tree, or if you're on Facebook, you can click the link from my bio, right? If you're on Instagram, you can click the link from my bio. Go to the link tree. Get the Power of the Subconscious Mind book, Living in Harmony with the Subconscious Mind. Plenty of y'all have already gotten it. If you have, make sure that you have it out, because October's series for the show is coming from that book. So each time, well, for the last 3 years, maybe 3 or 4 years now, I try to prepare you as we're leaving out of one year and entering into another, right? We're leaving out of one year, entering into another. There's certain things I just want you to release and let go. Release it and let it go. The only way you can effectively release it and let it go is at least have information, knowledge about how the subconscious mind works. It's less than $10. Go get the book. Be ready for our first show, first Monday in October. Be ready, because for the month of October, I am teaching from that perspective. Oh, you got to find it in all the downloads on your computer. Go find it. Go through it. Highlight things that you want to talk about. I'm calling y'all to come up on the show so that we can talk about it. Might even have a panel one night on the show. But what I really want to get before, it's like 90 something days we have left until the end of the year. And in those 90 days, I want you to transform your mind. I want you to stop talking to other people about manifesting something and you still dealing with this shit that's not allowing these manifestations to come through in the capacity in which you want to see them. Because see, we can speak some things and things will manifest, but they manifest on the level and the vibration, the frequency in which you believe and speak about. Some of y'all can't get past what you're doing, where you need to be, what it is that's holding you up, because you are allowing your subconscious mind to overrule your conscious mind. And if you don't understand how the subconscious mind works, then you don't know what the hell I'm talking about. You can't even speak to a thing, believe that a thing is going to happen, because somewhere in that subconscious mind, in one of them dark halls with a closed door, with the bar across the door, with the caution sign on it, you got past thoughts and behaviors, thoughts, words, behaviors locked behind there, that every now and again you ain't opening the door, but something in your subconscious will let that shit seek out, right? It happens to us. But at least now you'll be aware. And once you're aware of something, now you can dig into it. Now you can deal with it. Even if you don't want to deal with it immediately, you put it on the forefront. We always talking about, we conscious, we woke, we woke. Are you really? Well, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get you to the point that you are awakened to the things that potentially could be ruining your life. Not only is it ruining your life, but it's ruining the lives of the people that's attached to your purpose and your assignment. Your purpose and your assignment. I'm gonna come back in a few seconds, and then we getting out here for the night. Okay. If you got any questions, make sure. Hey, Aunt Francis. Make sure that you put them in the chat box on whatever platform that you own, and I will definitely get to it. Let me see what I want to share tonight, because y'all know Thursday would have been the third cohort for Try, but we did not have any participants. And so now, and it's okay that we didn't. It is okay that we did not, because everything happens the way that it's supposed to happen. That's it for 2023. It won't open up again until 2024. I will shoot the dates out in October when we will start Try again. Okay, let's go ahead and do this on it. Be right back. Yes, yes. So that was it. Like I said, the link is here. If you want to shoot it in your browser from here or whatever social media platform you're following me on, make sure you go there. The link is in the bio there. Okay. Also, I am open. Let me tell y'all this. Y'all know I do have mentee program, right? And I was thinking one of my mentees is going to be on here tonight, but she not. Do have a mentee program. If you are looking to enter into that program, right? I won't be taking any for the rest of the year, right? But starting in January, I will have mentees. I'll open the program back up, and I will have 2024, 5 mentees, right? If you are interested in being one of my mentees, email me. Email me, shoot me a message on one of the platforms, right? We'll talk about it, what that really looks like. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you. I don't do no whole lot playing no games. You ain't going to come with the woe is me, and you're going to do your work. You're going to do your work. You're going to do that work because it's all about you. It's all about you. I can't be a mentor to you if I haven't gone through what I'm about to teach you. Follow what I'm saying? Yeah. So you get me on Monday nights, right? And then every now and again I might go live on Facebook or something like that. And then you're reading the posts. It's totally different being a mentee. Totally different being a mentee. Because the end result of me being your mentor is for you to grow into what? Purpose and assignment. Just like I tell all my students, first couple of weeks of the Try class, oh, y'all loving me now. You're going to be mad at me by week 3. By week 4, you ain't going to deal with me till you get your stuff together. And that's fine, because that's what I'm here to do. I'm here to open up them wounds so that you can do what you need to do to apply the healing salve, right? All right. So mentee program opening back up. January, probably end of January 2024. Put that on your list. One-on-one clients. Now I do have openings for the individual who needs the one-on-one sessions. There are openings for that. However, my calendar for the next 3 months is limited, right? It's limited. Just like everybody else, I got a life, right? It's limited, but it is open and it's available. Go to the link tree, book an appointment, right? Book a discovery appointment. Holistic healing, conversation therapy. You book your appointment. Once you book your appointment, you're on the book, right? You're on the book. If you are interested in the one-on-one, you choose how often you see me, right? That's up to you. You choose how often you see me. So if you can only see me once a month, then baby, you see me once a month. If you need to see me every week, you see me every week. Okay? Don't get confused about that thing. And with that too, don't come with no games. Because you know, some of us see stuff. And I'm gonna know what it is before you even get to me. I got receipts in this room right here that can tell you that I read you. Mm-hmm. I read you. I'll tell you exactly what universe told me to share with you or your ancestors told me to share with you. Yeah. Okay. So the one-on-ones, they're there. Go to the link tree, get your appointment. Publishing clients. I don't really talk about the publishing company um when I'm on air. Publishing clients. Same thing. Go to the link tree. I had a young lady reach out to me. Um, Today is Monday, Saturday night. I don't normally talk to folks on the weekend about no business after business hours, but I was called to that. I was called to that. That was purposeful, right? If you are interested in publishing, whatever it is that you want to publish, whatever it is, I got a publisher on the line right now. Her book is almost done. I'm so excited. I mean, an author on the line right now with us, right? Congratulations, Miss Jarvis. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Um, and we'll have more on her. She'll be on the show in a few weeks after we get things together. She will be on the show. Um, but if you are interested, okay, okay, all right. I just got word from my trusted team that said the link isn't live. If you are looking to build that appointment, email me. Let me put and we'll fix the link tonight. We'll definitely fix the link tonight. Um, Let me switch something real quick and then we're getting out of here. There you go. Email me. There's the email address. And then I will set you up accordingly. All right, I've been missing comments. Publishing company. Every time I say, oh, I'm going to put the publishing company down, not really down, but decrease the number of clients that I take with the publishing company. Spirit always shows me that, no, you're not going to do that. And that was in relation to that call that I received, text message that I received on Saturday night. Here's my thing with the publishing company. If you are ready, whether you don't have your manuscript ready completely, whether you're halfway through your manuscript, whether you're fully completed with your manuscript, stop procrastinating because you did not get to any of those points not to get it done. Stop procrastinating. The company works with you at whatever level you come to us with. We work with you on that. So if you need to have a discovery session about writing your book, creating your journal, whatever type of intellectual property it is that you want to get out by way of literacy, stop procrastinating. Stop. Go to the link. If the link ain't working when you go, email me, right? It's real life. Things happen. Whether it's business or not, things happen. email me. Let's talk about it. Look, Miss Jarvis said, yes, indeed. We, the whole purpose for New Beginning Publishing is to give people, individuals, groups who look like me, the opportunity to control the narrative in which they choose to speak. That's it. You control the narrative. You always reading books by people who control the narrative for you and about you. Now it's time for us to be in full control. Y'all, we complaining, we fussing, we doing this, we doing that about, all the stuff that's going on where they pulling books out of school, they doing this and doing that. Why we ain't writing the books for our children? I'll wait, not too long, because I got something to do. But why we not making books? Every book that you create doesn't have to be I was getting ready to cuss terrible that time. It don't have to be a damn bestseller on their protocol. Why can't it be a book that goes into the hand of a child that belongs to our tribe to teach them what they need to be taught? Why we don't have coloring books? I'm just saying. Why don't we have coloring books that look like us, that mimic things about us, our culture? We want to teach the next generation. See, some of us, we ain't just getting here. Some of us been here. Some of us been out of certain parts of the matrix. So we worrying about what they teaching in the public school. Well, what's wrong with you when you get home? I mean, I'm just saying. Why we don't have our own books for our own kids? All the things, I hear a lot of older generation talking about, and I hear it on TikTok, I hear it on this and this, and what they say, the Gen X, the this, the that, the blah blah blah. Yeah, well, we're talking about how much respect was lost, how much this, how much that. Why we ain't writing about stuff like that now? So that, and see, I got real life going on, grandkids in here, but why we not writing about those things so that they can remain a part of culture for the next generation and the generation after that? Because see, what they did to us is those things that we were writing down, our recipes, and we got all of that from way back in the day. Honey, they done turned that around and took certain ingredients out. Don't even tell you why certain foods was used at a particular time, why we use certain herbs. Or hell, half of y'all probably still don't even know why you put cloves on ham. Thanksgiving. I'm just saying. It was a whole meaning. Yes, babe, I'm on the radio. Okay, thank you. It was a whole meaning to why cloves were used on the pork. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Whole cultural experience with that. Because do we know that cloves kill parasites? And back then, we'll just take it back a few years, right? When we had to eat what we had to eat or was given to eat, we had to preserve it. So all of the stuff that we have now to preserve, we didn't have back then. And so we as indigenous people, we real, and we use what Mother Gaia gave us. And so we used to stick cloves in the meat, especially the pork. And then we put that salt over top of it. You rub that salt all over it. Uh-huh. And then you stick that sucker in a cool, dry place, which most of the time was in a hole under the ground, sometimes maybe in a box that was somewhat ventilated so that the meat could dry out. And so that when it was drying out, the clothes will cause those parasites to extract from the meat. And then the salt would dry the parasite until it's dead. But it would also act as a preservative until they could eat it. Why we don't have that in a book? Because we're going back to them days where all that stuff that comes through our ancestral lineage about food, about herbs, about herbal medicinals. Oh, they're about to come back and play, baby. They're about to come back full force. And if you don't know it, or you don't have access to that person or people who know how to blend, you might be lost. You might be lost. But why don't we have that in a book amongst our own? That ain't nothing we got to sell. See, we're conditioned to believe that everything that we produce from our spiritual creativity is predicated on receiving their money. That ain't how we work. That's never how we work. We fell into the trap. We became what they are. We took over their ideology. Because see, what we used to do as a culture of people is we used to barter. If I had my immune system builder that's coming from chaga mushrooms, cloves, like I do a lot of blending around here with herbs to stay healthy, right? If I had that, and let's say Nova had seeds, cucumber seeds, tomato seeds, eggplant seeds, whatever seeds it is that's going to help feed me and my family. Nova and I would get together and say, hey, if you can give me this, I will trade, barter this, and now we straight. I can go take my fruits and vegetables from Nova and feed my family, and Nova can take whatever I blended up and made so that she can stay healthy and not use traditional medicine that's killing her. That's where we come from. And so just because you want to publish a book don't always mean it need to be for sale. You do what you want, right? But when we're talking about creating a communal tribe, grandson, creating communal, which is who we are spiritually and naturally. It's where we come from. This is why we're going back. I mean, y'all have seen it on the social media. I ain't the only one that's seen it. You got people now who done went out here and bought land. People that look like us. And they have created entire communities. And it's not really about the money. The money came in when you gave your part of whatever it cost. And it could be 50 people who went into the cost of buying the land. But you came with your expertise, and that's who you are within the community. For example, if I'm the herbalist in the community, then that's my give back to the community. If Nova is the teacher in the community, then she's taking the children and she's teaching them. If Golden Goddess Tarot is the banker in the community,
Stop running them damn steps.
if Miss Jarvis is the doctor in the community, then me and Miss Jarvis gonna be working together, baby. Cause she gonna diagnose you, She gonna tell, well, Shane, it looks like it could be this, and I'm gonna go on into my herbal closet, right? And I'm gonna come up with it. Boom, here you go. So back to the publishing. Why we don't? Okay, so if you're ready to publish, stop procrastinating. There are so many things that you could be publishing other than just a book. Nothing wrong with you publishing your book. Don't get it twisted. I'm just saying, some of y'all have said to me, hey, Tabby, thank you for joining. Some of y'all had said to me that I want to publish a cookbook. I want to publish this. I want to publish that. It has nothing to do with the standard book. So just start thinking about that. We always holler now, oh, our kids can't write. Damn, now these generations, they don't know nothing about writing in cursive. My grandson's still writing cursive. Hey, Miss Sunshine, how you doing, baby? My grandson's still writing cursive. It's all about what are you willing to trade? Because I don't like that word sacrifice either. But what are you willing to trade for your knowledge, for your time? What are you willing to trade? What's important to you? This whole show tonight was about encouraging you to step out on whatever it is that you have to do. Stop waiting for whatever this perceived right time is. Because I'm going to tell you like this. I said it before. I'm going to say it again. We get ready to go. You ain't going to never have enough money. You know why? Because you don't think you are. Ain't nothing I'm going to say. I'm saying it to you to be derogatory. But if you don't think you have enough money now and you put in a position where you meet the opportunity to go ahead and do what it is, you're going to still take that sorry ass mindset. Oh, I don't have enough money. I need money for this. I need money for, you will take it right into the next opportunity. So because you don't think you have enough money, you ain't going to never have it. Because some stuff don't require money, baby. It requires favor. And on that note, this is why I tell you, you don't spend money. You circulate it. And you circulate it with an intention. You circulate it with the intention that it's coming back to its original origin. Change your mindset. I got people telling me right now, oh, Miss Shannon, I can't go with you to Jamaica. Okay, well, I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. Because you know why you can't go? Because you believe you can't go. You believe you can't go. So I'm not here to battle you with that. And that's what you want to believe? Okay. I'll see you next time. I see you when you believe you can go. You don't believe that you can go to Jamaica to put your feet on land that generationally you probably got roots in. But you can spend your time, and I'm using the word spend in this because you're not getting nothing back. You can spend your time and your money and any of your other resources seeking things that don't validate you, causing you to always be in a deficit because you look for outside validation. Investing in yourself, self-validation. Taking the time to unplug, reset, self-validation. But if Coach said they had a sale, if Neiman Marcus had a sale, I ain't even gotta go. Who are these? Are Yeezy and who are all these other people? If they say they got something going on, you going. So why you can't go to Jamaica? You can work extra hours. You can go work for somebody else part time to do all the stuff that don't validate you because you use words like spend and you don't believe. All right, let me see what y'all saying. I'm getting out here. Is this something we can talk about during our session? The mentee program, Nova, you're asking me. Let me know what you're talking about. If so, we definitely can talk about the mentee program during our session. If that's what your question was in reference to, yes, I would love to get back to the trading system. Trading system is awesome. It's awesome. But with the trading system, both parties have to be 1,000% in whatever it is that they're offering. So I can't have medicinal products over here and be stocked shelves for 2 months and you come back on the third month, I ain't got none. Right. Okay. Yes, the program. Yeah, we definitely can talk about that, Nova. This has been on my mind for years. A community where everyone does their part. Get some land and build everything. I've seen it on TikTok many times that people just going out to these rural areas and they're outright owning this land and they are building their communities and they are not the nationalists. They're not those people. They are regular, everyday people. Um, and although they may understand, overstand, and understand what a national and nationalist is, and they might have knowledge of all of that. They still haven't gone through that whole process, right? And so these are people who have just changed their mindset and they want to do something different. And I think it's amazing. I think it's amazing. So with that being said, girl, you know I'm on here and you cutting up over there. Thank you to everyone who joins me on tonight from whichever platform you came in on. You are absolutely amazing and you are more than enough. Please know that. Please go do whatever it is that you need to do. Need to do. Just go get it done. Go get it done. That's for me as well as it is for you. Go get it done. And here's how I'm going to tell you it's for me as well as it is for you because this is going to be the last commercial for tonight. The Healing Retreat. Try the Revelation Incubator Healing Retreat is in the works. Open registration will come soon, winter of 2024. We just hit fall, but by winter of 2024, I'm opening up the registration. Come June of 2024, the retreat is on and popping. Okay? So I'm not telling you to do something that I haven't been doing myself, because I have. People have been waiting for this retreat for almost 4 years now. And I sat on it. And as I was sitting on it, every year, something or some things happen that just broke my heart because I did not act in those moments that I knew I should have. But what the universe will do is continue to circulate that thing around until you get it. I got it. And so, more information on that to come. Be prepared for a weekend battle water. Y'all know that's my thing. Battle water. And we are going to release, unplug, release, reset, and go forward. June 2024. Absolutely love you guys. to the highest high. I'm excited too, Robin. You are much gratitude to you, Miss Nova. You are so, so, so very special. I appreciate you for being here tonight. You're always here, and your energy shows. Yes, and you will see my face next week. Thank you so much, Ashe and Namaste. Y'all are the best. You're simply the best. Ain't that what the thing said? You're better than all the rest. Y'all know I'm getting sleepy.
Our moments together have come to an end for this week. You have been an amazing collective. I can't wait to see you again Mondays 8:30 Eastern Standard Time right here exclusively on the Faith and Hustle Network. When we meet again, we will create more high frequencies and rock with the excellent vibes that are created from our interactions. Until we intersect again, I send you my ashe, high frequencies of peace, love, and light. Namaste. Our moments together have come to an